Hello and welcome back once again to Vino Mexico. It's Guadalajara in the state of Jalisco, Mexico. Last week it was 1 million degrees. Today it is 1,000,001 degrees. This is a special Vino Mexico responding directly to the Wine Folly guys up there in the USA. Today we're talking about Carignan. Let's go. So last week, as you know, Wine Folly for the first time ran a review of Mexican wines with a general overview on their website and on their Facebook page. A lot of the feedback was really good, and one of the things that came out of that was a statement by, whether it was Madeline herself, I don't know, or whether it was one of the people there at Wine Folly, is that they were really excited about the Monastrell, the Tempranillo, and the Carignan varietals that are being grown down here in Mexico. Now, to be honest, Tempranillo, you can buy it down here in Mexico and pretty much everywhere. I mean, it's Tempranillo. They do use it a lot down here, and it's used up in California, and it comes from Spain, and it's everywhere. The Monastrell variety, I am not familiar with. I haven't seen it down here in Mexico, although our friend Santiago Lopez up at Solo Fortune did say that they do work with the Monastrell variety. I would love to take a look at that, see what it's like, so I'm going to look into it. However, the Carignan did catch my attention because I have seen it down here. So I thought, you know what, we're going to turn this around, we're going to find some Carignan, we're going to get it, we're going to review it, we're going to do a weekly review of this wine right now. Why not? Hey, it's Wednesday, it's Hump Day, or as they say on here, Belly Button Day, or Dia del Ombligo. So we are going to be looking at this. It is the JC Bravo Carignan 2010 from the Valle de Guadalupe in the Baja California once again. I've been trying to find some information out about JC Bravo. However, they seem to be a very old school winery. From what I can see, they've been running for 45 years, so there's a lot of tradition there. These guys seem to only work with Carignan and another white varietal, but I can't get a lot of information about them. What I can see is that they do tastings down there on the wine routes through Ensenada, so if you're down in that region, you want to pay them a visit, tell them we said hi. We'll be coming to see them soon, hopefully. So yeah, Wine Folly guys, Carignan, we're going to take a look at this. And before we do, as always, whether it's Friday or whether it's Dia del Ombligo, and because this is the response to Wine Folly, we're going to look in the Wine Folly book to see what this is all about. Just to get an idea of the expectations of the wine and what we may find in it, and what then we can possibly see that's different that's being done down here in Mexico. Because, as you know, this is a journey for me as a non-sommelier expert, but a wine consumer, learning all about this wine region down here. And I'm bringing you guys along with me and introducing you to all of the great wines. That's why we're doing this, so let's get into it. This is Carignan, originally from Spain, predominantly grown in France. Yeah, the vast majority in France. It's grown in lots and lots of different places, including North Africa. And as some people said, the conditions down in Mexico aren't really good for growing wine. They do it in Morocco. Come on, we're not that bad. Okay. So that actually explains it. This is a wine varietal that is very good for desert style growing. It's a very hardy, a very strong, great varietal. It is a very high fruit. It is a medium-bodied grape. It has medium tannins with a slight medium to high acidity and a medium to high alcohol. This wine itself is... Oh, it doesn't actually say. Oh, yes, it does. Of course it does. 13.4%. I was looking. It's not on the back. Here they got on the front. 13.4%, going for about 400 pesos. That's roughly about $20. So again, this is not a wine that is astronomically expensive. So we're going to see if the flavors add up with the value, and for $20, it's a nice bit of money to put down if you've got a really good wine. With this, it's slightly different to some of the other wines we've looked at. So we're looking at dried cranberries through to cured meats and licorice again, like we had with the Grenache last week. That had licorice flavors in there. This seems to be very, very balanced between oak and herbal floral flavors, with a good chunk of red fruits through to dried fruits and into black fruits, with a good showing of the minerals. So could we see some meat type flavors? It's saying that we can here with a bit of iron, maybe it's some meats, blood. It could be interesting. But with the black cherries and the dried cranberries, and into the black currants and the black currants, more black currants and the herbal anise spicy. Again, it's going to be interesting. So there's really only one thing that we can do. Is just get straight into this. We have the wine glass. We have the $2 bottle opener from Walmart. And we have the JC Bravo 2010 100% Carignan. So, Wine Folly guys, this is for you. Actually, I'm the one drinking it, so I'm doing it in response to you. You can come round if you like. I'm quite happy to share the wine, because that's what wine's all about. It's about sharing. So yeah, next time you're down here, look me up. We'll open a bottle. I have a few good ones, I do. Most of them are Mexican as well. Okay, so the cork goes in. Well, the screw goes in. The cork comes out really easily. Oh, that's an interesting one. That is an interesting one. It's a slightly different, it's a slightly denser, thicker cork, this one. There it is. Says JC Bravo on the side, so we know it's real wine. It's not hashtag fake wine. There's no real bleeding or leaching. The wine cork is intact. It is not penetrated through the bottom, which nobody likes. So, this is a new cork for the wine glass. Bang, there it goes. Okay. It's Wednesday. It's time to get it. Now, I was recommended this wine by our friend at La Contra here in Guadalajara, which is a specialty wine retailer. So anyone down here in the region or throughout the República Mexicana, I fully recommend that you try them out. The guys are really helpful and friendly. So she recommended the 2010. So it's a 7-year-old wine, so it's starting to age a little bit. And this, on the colour, is actually a very almost it looks almost like tawny port. It's lost the ruby colour and is now turning a sort of a brownish orange around the edges. It is translucent, you can see through it. It doesn't have that at the bottom. There's still sort of a ruby part at the bottom, as you can see, and the light does pass through it and it glows like brimstone, or I don't know, it looks a bit like the Philosopher's Stone, so could be interesting. Okay, so that is an interesting aroma. The immediate smell is dried cranberries, dried black currants, or raisins, if you like. It's like opening a box of, what's that little red box of raisins with a woman on the front? You open one of those, take a smell, that's what it smells like. There is slight spiciness, and I'm getting perhaps hints of sage. So certainly green herbs in there. It's a very pleasant smell. It's lifting straight out of the glass straight away. So it's there, it's ready, it's present, it's good to go. The body itself, yeah, I mean it's nice and thick. I don't know whether you can see the legs on that. Just there, a little warping on the side. It's showing promise. It is showing promise. So, happy Wednesday. Ooh, wow. Oh, that's delicious. Wow, yeah, that is really good. Okay, so there is oak on there. Yes, there's definite hints of oak because I can just straight up taste it. It's there. But it's melting in with this sort of a black cherry flavour mixed with, oh, that's a difficult one because there's like the anise in there and there's like black pepper, but it's not as like cinnamon, it's like cooking spices. I hate using the phrase baking spices, but yeah, in this case, if I was making a Christmas, it's like a Christmas pudding. This is why I'm happy. If you all know about the British Christmas pudding, and you turned it into a wine, it's a British Christmas pudding. So it tastes like it's got allspice in there, which is the thing, it's the allspice. Mixed with black cherries and ice cream? Nice and numb. It's a very, and then it's slightly a nice acidic that there's immediate hints of the fruit and then the spices and then a nice acidic feel which keeps it watery in the top of your mouth. The tannins are very light. The body itself is very light and silky and smooth and round. The fruit is there. It's straight up. It's ripe. It's ripe fruit, but it's not plummy. It's not really blackcurranty. It's cherry. It's like pure cherry with baking spices and raisins. The aftertaste is layered. So the fruit is quite short, then the acidity comes in, and that carries on for a little bit. I've still got it now, just a little bit, where the tannins just keep sort of riding along. It's very, very nice. It really is very, very nice, and it's a happy wine. Wow, these guys have done really good. This was recommended as the 2010 as being a very good. From the information I've seen on their website, this was given a silver medal at the Concurso de Vino Internacional de Ensenada, which I guess is their local wine competition, the international wine competition up there in Ensenada, and this was given a silver medal. I would like to see how that would fare again now. This wine, the 2010 specifically, presents extremely well. It is delicious. It is ripe. It is, I would say, coming into the best part of its maturity, so 7 to 10 years. Yeah, perfect, really good. So yeah, Wine Folly guys, I can see why you are excited about these, because even though the Carignan has been used, as you know, and overused to make cheap bulk wine because they can just grow it anywhere and just make wine, it is really, really good to see that we have some Mexican producers here who are taking the time to make quality, world-class wine. And I use that word in all seriousness. It is world-class wine, without a doubt, 100%. Fully recommended. I would say, I would pick this at about a 90, thereabouts. Yeah, I could quite happily, and with your friends, if you wanted to surprise somebody, then certainly pull out glasses, give them a glass of this, say, hey, what's something special, and they will thank you from here into the stars and back again, because it is just such a delicious wine. Okay, so traditionally, as we've done with all of our wines, we have to go with the double glug. The double glug is, you know, is to activate the autonomic, I really can't say that word, autonomic reflex, which is how your body reacts to an instant kick of something that is ingested, to see whether it is favourable, or see whether your body will reject it, or to see whether you just go, something like that. Just to get an essence of the character of the wine in an instant reaction sort of way. So that's done in 3, 2, 1. Tangy. Yeah, fruity. That's a tangy one. Interesting. Okay, so that came in far too fast, and the fruit just got completely washed over, and the acidic just sort of attacked. So yeah, this is a wine to be to take your time with, to enjoy, to relish. It is a good quality wine. If perhaps this is it, if you just want to just open a bottle and just throw it down your neck, then, you know, go for some cheap Chilean. If you want to enjoy a good wine with a really good meal, certainly with cooked meat or a good steak, or you know, something like a gaucho or something like that, then yeah, sip it, some good quality mineral water, and yeah, you would be absolutely in heaven with this. So yeah, fully recommended. We hope that this review, from a consumer point of view, which we are, goes out and you people can start to take a look at these guys. All the information is down in the information box below, with links to the Facebook site for Wine Folly and to JC Bravo as well. So thank you for all of the people who have joined us since last Friday. You guys just keep coming, and we really appreciate it. We're doing this thing for you. If you've seen this for the first time, then please hit subscribe down there or down there. It says subscribe, it's a box, click it. Good, thank you. Send this out everywhere. Let everybody know all about the great Mexican wines. We're here every Friday, and with the specials and a little sip during the week. We will be back tomorrow looking at the wine for Friday night, which is going to be a Norte 32. North 32, that's 32 degrees latitude. That's where we're going. So until tomorrow, we wish you a happy Wednesday. Enjoy whatever it is you're doing. If you're not doing anything else, pick up some Mexican wine and open it and enjoy your Dia de Ombligo. Everybody, Have a great evening. Take care.